Certainly as a business owner, it's impacted every aspect of our operation, from our dates of operation, our hours of operation, the number of businesses we had open, how we interact with the public, how we sell tickets, how we serve food. Every single thing that we had done for the last 30 years changed overnight. Yeah, as a business, we were looking at a year where, like many of the past years, we were going to be hopefully paying down on our debt and on the money that we owed, and instead we're in the opposite situation. We're taking on new loans just to keep our doors open, and that's certainly not a situation I ever expected to be in as a business owner. Our employees are going through many of the same things as everyone else. It's changed the way that they work and the way that they interact with our guests. But for us, we were very fortunate. When this hit in March, we were able to keep all of our year-round employees on the payroll, and with the assistance of the wage subsidy and other programs, we were able to keep all those staff uninterrupted, with some shifts to working from home. In the case of our seasonal employees, our permanent seasonal employees were all recalled and back to work, and some are still working into the fall. But our summer students and our peak staff, our numbers were certainly down. We lost about 40% of our staff this season because we had limited operations and limited hours to go around. Yeah, so a number of our locations did open this year. We had one that remained closed, but even our operations that did open, again, it was reduced hours, reduced days of operation, but we were open. As far as success for us, we're here to serve our guests and to serve families, and it was certainly heartening to see the guests that we did have out this year getting to have a sense of normalcy and spend time with their family together and lots of laughs, and for us that was rewarding. Financially, whether or not we were better off open or closed, that's an analysis we're still doing. It was certainly a challenging year. For next year, that's the biggest question we're facing over the winter. We're going through a number of different scenarios. The impacts of government programs and assistance is certainly going to have an impact on how we operate and if we operate. It's very difficult with limited capacity. It's very difficult with the current public health situation to operate. But our staff, our management, our ownership are all committed to doing the best we can to be here again next year and ready to go. Right now, the biggest challenge is that we have about 8 months to make decisions and make plans, but there's still a lot of uncertainty. Last year, everything was coming at us so fast, information was changing every day, but we kind of had a defined date that we had to open and that we wanted to open, and we were able to react to the public health situation as it developed. Now it's a very difficult and long winter of trying to plan for various different scenarios with even more uncertainty as to what things might look like next year. And so that's certainly a big challenge for myself and for my staff. But trying to rebuild our organization and to get our numbers back as far as staffing and that, and looking forward to days when things are a little more normal. But right now, we don't expect that that's going to happen for next season. And so trying to make the decisions of what needs to be done and how we can be best prepared to go through another difficult summer is certainly what's keeping our team up at night. I think for us, there was certainly a glimmer of hope that these decisions that were being made in March were going to have an immediate impact, and that by summer things may be back to normal. I don't think anybody in their experience had ever thought that something like this could be with us for 6 months, 18 months, or even longer. And so I think there was that initial a hope, or maybe it was denial, that things would be back quicker than they certainly showed up. By April or May, we were more in the stage of we're going to have to deal with this, and we're probably going to have to deal with it in a while, and it's going to significantly impact our business. Even though our season is short, we knew that it was going to have an impact on us. And I think that's where we're at now, is we know the impact and we know how it impacted us this season, and now we have to make sure that we do the best we can to make it through next year. I think we've been very fortunate to live on Prince Edward Island and to have the public health situation that we're currently enjoying. I think our government has also shown the willingness to help businesses, and that's been very important and certainly something that's appreciated, but unfortunately the work isn't done. It's going to be something that's here for a while, and no industry's been harder hit than tourism, and we all need to continue working together to make sure that the restaurants, the attractions, the cultural experiences that we all enjoy on Prince Edward Island are here for the long term.